welcome to everyone today at the CEP Small Schools Conference. I'm sorry that I can't be with you today, and thank you to CEP for asking me to share a little bit about the work we do at MaCarthur Primary School. So I'm Jane Langley, I'm Principal of MaCarthur Primary. And when Mark visited earlier this term, we were talking about some of the challenges and opportunities that our school has had in the last 12 months. And what I have up on the slide is showing you that last year we had 35 students here, and those 35 students were structured across 3 grades, an F to 2, a 3 to 4 and a 5 to 6. And we had one educational support staff member in place, and that structure has worked really well. Small classes, 3 small classes across the last few years. For a range of different reasons this year, we have transitioned to only 24 students. We had some families moving out of the community for different personal reasons. So that provided us with some challenges where we couldn't sustain 3 classes and we looked like dropping back into 2. That was a concern because I didn't want our parent community to worry about the declining numbers and worry about the fact that 3 classes were going to become 2. So we did some restructuring this year, and that's the bridge across from 23 to 24 to think about how we could do something differently. So we made a conscious decision to actually run with just 1 grade of 24 students. We were going to have the same amount of teaching staff, so myself and 2 other teachers. We have employed an additional educational support person, and we have a fluid moving between 1 classroom to 2 classroom, but a variety of learning groups. So what that looks like for us here is when the students arrive first thing in the morning, they actually go out, they actually come to the same classroom, together and put their bags in a common space. And we start our day together as one whole school of 24 students of F to 6. Then from there, we split into a variety of learning groups depending on the students' needs. So we don't run 3 classrooms, but we run 3 learning literacy groups, or at times that could actually be 4 or 5 groups with the educational support as well. So for instance, in my reading group, I have a group of 6 students, and in that group I have from a grade 2 to a grade 5 student. So the students move in literacy for their point of need, and that is fluid for reading, writing and spelling, and they move off into one of 3 to 5 groups happening across that 9 to 11 learning spot. In our math spot, we tend to work a more traditional format, so we do have an F to 2 and a 3 to 6, but both of those classrooms are supported by an educational support teacher who takes and works with small groups at the time as well. So what we really thought about for us at MaCarthur Primary School is we saw our declining numbers as a challenge, but we've used that as an opportunity to amplify our point of need teaching, to increase teacher collaboration, for kids to see ourselves as a whole school community rather than 3 small grades. So I guess one of the things for schools to have a think about, I'm sure there are many other creative ways that you have also thought about the structures that you run within your school that work for your environment. So I hope you have a great day today, and I hope that sharing this model with you perhaps gives you some thinking around how you might do something differently in your space that works for your students' needs.